All right, we're rolling. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
You go first.
I'm Casey.
I'm Suzanne.
You're not gonna do last names? No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
No names.
Just stay
No, we
anonymous.
don't.
Okay. How do we know each other?
You introduce, because then I know Robert through you. So I'll just say, I know him through you.
True. And we met when we did a murder mystery dinner.
Yep.
What year is that though? 2010?
Goodness, I don't even remember. I think we picked 2010.
Must be
It
2000.
feels like 2010.
I
Yes.
think I did it 2011 or 12
Yes, I think that's
or
right.
13.
Yep.
Who's in charge of that? How did I get roped into that?
You got no, it wasn't Coral.
Oh, no,
it
no.
was Jackie.
She's the...
Jackie.
A blonde, super cute. She has a little boy now.
Bennett?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't have a full cast that
Okay.
year. And she said, I know this guy, and I don't know if he'd be interested. We were doing the round table. And she texted you, I think, and you got right back and you said, yeah, when? Let's do this. And she's like, he's totally in. And you brought a friend. And
Fun fact, I love those murder mysteries.
oh my God, they're so much fun.
I don't think that's widely known about me, but I love those things.
They're the best. They're the best.
I did one, and I don't even like acting. And it was fun.
Yeah.
I like the ones where the audience has to like write down what the solution is.
Ooh.
I don't think I
Yes.
did that.
We didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
No, remember, I was dead. I was dead like immediately, and then put your jacket over my head.
I remember that.
Because I was trying not to laugh. Everyone stood around me, and everyone was trying to figure out who did it. And then they could just see I was just like, I can't.
Well, you were wearing this backless dress and you were laying face down at the bottom of the stairs. So with people around you, it was pretty obvious that you weren't dead because you were like shuddering and there wasn't enough clothing to cover you.
So all of a sudden, I just had this big jacket just over me. But then I couldn't breathe.
What, you couldn't breathe because of my jacket?
Well, I think you put it partly over my head. If I recall. And then I was like,
Well, yeah, but they couldn't see you panting.
exactly.
The effect was achieved.
Yeah, but it was a good time. And I know that I think they were still doing those up until like a few years ago.
Yeah.
She hit me up right when we left.
Yeah.
And said, okay, I'm going to do it again. So, but you only did it the one year?
I only did the one.
Oh.
I was not invited
I
back.
was just going to
Oh,
say, oops.
I have no idea whether that had anything to do with my performance or not.
it was the jacket.
Yeah, it was the jacket.
It was the jacket.
He almost killed
It
Suzanne.
all came down to
Don't bring him back.
It's like, who's that guy? Let's try this stuff.
So, you've heard of the trip that I am on.
Yes, and we're very excited about the trip. We're jealous that we're not on the trip. Yeah.
Please elaborate.
Well, for me, it's you get to go and do anything you want. You can pick where you want to go, hit up your friends. I mean, what better way to spend your days?
Yeah.
Something new every day if you want, or you can stay somewhere as long as you want.
Bigfoot Museum. Even though they couldn't make
They were
it.
closed.
So close, but 10 minutes.
But Blockbuster, I'm telling you, Blockbuster.
Yeah. You want to explain that recommendation for people?
The last Blockbuster on Earth is only 3 hours away in Bend.
Yep.
So, I don't know, I think that's pretty impressive.
I actually worked for Blockbuster for about 3 months.
And then Hollywood Video for
About 3 years, yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5.
So that has more pull, more attraction.
Yeah. I don't want to tell you what years that was.
Oh, now we want to know.
I'll tell you off camera. So if you were in my... so yeah, there's a possibility I'll find a way to hit that Blockbuster in Bend.
At some point.
Probably when I'm headed back south.
Need to report
That
back.
makes more sense.
I will give
Need
it a
to find
shot.
Russell. I don't know. I think they maybe lost Russell Crowe's contract.
No.
No,
I think
I thought that they sent it somewhere.
I think they
from-
sent it, but it never showed up. So I don't know. We'll have to confirm. I think they have. Well, I think some it never made it.
Oh, right. Oops.
But
Repackaged
I think
it.
they have other Russell Crowe memorabilia there.
worth it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see the gladiator codpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to see that.
Oh, no, it was Cinderella Man.
Is it, oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the jockstrap from Cinderella Man.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to see that.
You don't? I thought. So wait a minute.
That's the same.
Everybody wanted to see it when it was from Gladiator, but nobody wants to see it when it's from Cinderella Man.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, what a difference an Oscar makes.
all right. That's all it takes.
So if you were in my shoes, what would be your priorities? What would be your agenda? Because you said you wish you could do it. What would you do with the opportunity?
Well, listen, we don't seem to know as many people as you do.
What?
Well, I mean, you seem to know someone everywhere. Every time I see your little.
Or
video,
maybe I'm just going places where I know people.
I know, but I don't think
It's a magic trick.
have that.
Yeah, I mean, if we traveled, I mean, I have some friends spread out around, but they're mostly in California. And then, we have a couple people we know here and there, maybe like in New York or Paris, but.
And I guess if I
That's
did
it.
it, I would definitely hit some places that I didn't know anyone. I know you're doing a little bit of that too. I mean, you went to Tombstone, you went to the Grand Canyon,
Mhm.
correct? Yes.
I didn't know anybody at the Grand Canyon.
Are you sure? You don't.
I mean, it's possible there was somebody there who knew me, but they didn't introduce themselves.
Right. No, I think. Oh, I'd like to go to Niagara Falls.
That is on the list.
Is it on the list?
Mhm.
Good.
That's actually, at this point, the trip, it used to be open-ended, but now it's going to be, it's over mid-August, maybe even a little earlier.
Okay.
So I have to prioritize and be selective.
Right.
Yeah.
But Niagara Falls is still on the list,
Okay, good.
mostly because of Superman 2.
That is fantastic. Okay.
That's where Lois figures out that Clark
Yeah.
is Superman. I just,
Giving myself some props.
yeah.
I would definitely want to hit Denver.
Okay.
Denver.
What would you do in Denver?
One of our good friends was thinking about living there, and I think he's been there a few times.
Yeah.
And he just said it's beautiful, and
Yeah.
it's definitely a place I want to just go and experience.
Okay.
I don't have any idea what's there.
It's not
but
West Coast. It's not
Right.
Midwest. It's not South. It seems like it's its own place. So.
The river rafting group I went with on Salt River, they're out of Colorado. So
Okay.
I don't think they're in Denver, but then I do have a couple friends in Denver if I can find them. My friend CJ, I know a couple of different CJs, which is weird because there's a CJ on the west coast of Oregon
Okay.
who I was going to try and meet up with for lunch today or tomorrow, and it's not going to happen, unfortunately. But I also know a CJ in Denver who doesn't have social media.
Oh.
So I hear from him via email every once in a while. So I have to put it out there and see if I can
it's
find
not-
him.
No social media.
So you go to Denver, but you don't know why.
Yeah, I would just go because I want to. It sounds beautiful, and that's. I mean.
I would say it's the recreational pot, but you live in Oregon.
No, it's not
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
No.
just want to see what it's like, and that's part of my world.
Okay.
I mean, we've been to Seattle,
we do
we've
have-
been to Portland, we've been to San Diego.
We do have our Airbnb guest who came here and now has her own Airbnb in Denver too.
Oh, that's true. And she definitely wants us to come and
Yeah.
bring the family.
Oh, cool.
So we would know someone.
So you do have friends in
Actually, we
Denver.
know somebody.
Yeah.
We actually do know people everywhere. I guess through Airbnb we actually know a lot of people
We can know
everywhere.
right?
See? A lot of mine are comedy sports contacts. They're people I knew through comedy sports like
Yeah.
Right.
back in 1990 something.
Oh wow, comedy sports.
There's some of that.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Where would you like to go? Really?
Like the West Coast. I feel like we've been
I was
all up
gonna
and
say
down the
we've been
West
all-
Coast.
Done that.
And I'm not sure what is between here and Denver. Not very much. I don't know.
No.
Salt Lake City's between here and
We've been
Denver.
to Salt
You've
Lake.
never been to Vegas.
Never been to, well, I've been to Vegas, not as much as Lake.
Thank you.
That's a sharp south cut to get from
I know, but I
Salem.
was just thinking of places that you might want to
Yeah,
experience
but-
because you've never been there.
I don't have no attraction to Vegas.
Okay.
Sorry, Vegas.
Right. Whoops.
Apologies. Unless you can
I'll be
swim.
there next month.
Exactly. Oh, I'd love to go to Chicago.
Chicago.
My aunt lived in Chicago, and she just says it's a really amazing city. Oh, and I'd love to go to Boston.
Ooh, go to a bunch of baseball games.
Yes.
If I was going to do a trip all around, I'd go to a bunch of baseball parks.
I was talking to somebody about hitting. They were hitting every Major League Baseball park. They were like 7, 8.
I
would
would
be
get
right
on
up
board
our
with that.
alley.
I would go
Absolutely.
to random cities and check out baseball.
Just to
parks.
go to the big
Cool.
stadiums. I would definitely do that.
Cool.
Yes.
And then that is my focal point, and then just see what the city has to offer from
Yep.
there.
When you say, see, I struggle with this because I love to drive, but I'll drive from place to place, and then when I'm in a place, I don't do anything. Like I was in Eugene last night. I didn't do anything in Eugene.
Well, there's
I
nothing
got the
else to
sushi
do.
burrito, but I don't know that. When you say, see what the place has to offer,
Yeah.
I had a sushi burrito at night. I went and
Okay.
checked into the hotel,
Okay.
got up in the morning, was on the road, was out of Eugene, saw nothing.
Right, because you kind of have to know someone there to point you in a direction.
So when you say, see what the city has to offer, how do you approach that? What's your...
I immediately just ask Google.
We go to bars. We go to bars. It's usually when we find things to do.
Okay.
Or we invent something to do. Or just stay at the bar. But we get locals. I mean, like, every time I think of places we've gone where we've kind of, like, turned it into an adventure, unexpected adventure, it's like we go to a local bar, pub.
Well, and we've done a few of those scavenger hunts.
Oh, yeah.
Like around cities.
Yeah, scavenger.
So,
Wait, explain that to me.
What's it called?
Oh, no, it's
City Solve.
City Solve.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's that?
It's like,
There's so much
it's like
fun.
Amazing Race.
Yes.
You get a packet of clues.
Wait, what? How do you sign? Where do you find this?
It's
Go
citysolve.com,
online.
and they do
What?
all cities all around. They did one in Bakersfield.
Yeah, they
a few
did one in
years ago.
Bakersfield.
Oh, I'm totally gonna do this.
Yes.
Yeah, they're fun.
Citysolve.com.
Yeah,
So you get the, it's like a,
it's a little envelope, and you have like 12 clues or something, and you
but you
can
have to
solve
figure
them.
out the clue, they're like problems.
Yeah.
So, once you get the answer, then sometimes you still have to think about where could that be, and then find that thing, and then, okay, and then map out, that's the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
So you're doing like furthest, and coming back, and it's all timed, and everyone wears silly costumes, and
What?
yes, yeah, 'cause
Well-
you can do it as a team,
Okay.
and we did it in Bakersfield, and we just dressed up in our Giants gear.
Yeah.
But when we went to San Francisco, the first year,
Well, we didn't know that the costume contest was just for the contest, and then you put on your running shoes and then go do the actual city solve.
so the first
So
one
we were
we
dressed
did-
as hobos in San Francisco. No, we were nerds the
we
first
were
time.
nerds the first year.
We
We
were
had
nerds first
Converse on,
We were
and
just
I don't know.
the
if you-
worst,
Yeah,
like,
Wow.
traveling clothes ever.
because you're bebopping around the city, and it's so much fun that you're not thinking about it until
Yeah.
the end, and you're like, oh my god, my favorite hamburger.
Can you do this solo?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How often do they happen?
It happened like all year long. It's just
Right.
it's not a schedule.
Right. They just go from city to city to city.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm in like Denver, it's only gonna happen once a year in Denver.
Probably yes.
Okay, so I better
So you
check
have to
there.
go to
So
City
you have
Solve
to
and
check it
check it
out.
out. But
See if I can
that
make
is a
them
really good
match
way
up.
to figure out the city,
Yeah.
and you meet people, and plus you're going to all these places that you
Yeah.
wouldn't know of.
Yeah, and they're like they try
Yeah.
to find like kind of
Obscure.
more obscure places. They have big places too, but then they try to get like local businesses who want like more people coming in and
Right.
get to know people. Usually the business owners are there.
And the one we did in Bakersfield, everywhere we went, you had to do something.
Yeah. We went to the Golden State Mall and did like
We
a
did this
weird shopping cart race.
And
Yeah. It
then
was
there's
so
another one where
weird.
we had to paint. We had to pick someone in your group to paint, but they had to paint
Yeah.
their feet.
We did a stripper lesson.
We did a pole
A
dancing,
pole dancing lesson.
and we did
There's
Did you ride the
There's a-
bull?
there's-
Someone rode
Oh,
a
yeah,
bull.
there was a bull ride.
There was a bull ride.
There was a jujitsu class, so you got to like
Oh, that's
throw
right.
someone on the ground,
Yeah,
ground pound somebody.
yeah, and that was Bakersfield.
Yeah,
That was,
yeah,
I mean,
Of course it was.
it was, but it was actually fun.
yeah. Well, that's actually a world class jujitsu guy.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
I know. But the one we did in San Francisco, there were a lot of bars.
Yeah, a lot of bars.
So a lot of the contestants at that bar.
And we got lost.
And you end up at a bar. Yeah, we did get lost. That was the second one we got really lost.
We got really lost.
We were way off track. Well, and
Shockingly, the first one we actually finished. We were extremely hungover.
We were. Oh,
We almost didn't do it, but we did it.
we did.
Second time, just lost.
We got lost
We
like
were
on
on
the
a bus.
second
We were in an
place
industrial
we were
area.
supposed to go. And so we were just sitting at this McDonald's trying to figure out where
We're
to
dressed
go.
as homeless people.
Wow, that sounds like a story.
It was so, and we like our faces were dirty, and our hair was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really.
And we're just like, this sucks.
Yeah, we just hated our lives.
We're
That
done. How do we get back?
Where's the bus that
We
takes
didn't know
us
how to get back.
We had no idea where we were.
And you went back and did another one after that?
That was,
No, that was-
after
that
that,
was-
we just did Bakersfield. Right? Okay, we can kind of figure
Oh, okay.
out
Right.
where to go in Bakersfield.
We thought about doing more, but we just haven't.
Yeah, they did one here actually, but I think we just missed
Oh, we
it.
were out of town.
Yeah.
So, City Solve,
City Solve.
Google things to do in the city I'm in.
Escape rooms. I love
Yeah.
finding.
Yeah, I've been thinking about escape rooms.
We have a couple here.
Yeah.
You do?
One of the guys I work with owns one.
Huh. What time do they open in the morning?
Don't know. I don't think they're open in the morning. I think they're only evenings. Should
Okay.
have done that tonight.
That would have been
That would have
fun.
been good.
Yeah.
No, we totally could have done that
Get
tonight.
on that.
I was gonna say sometimes we get to a point.
I've only done a couple of escape rooms, and the ones I've done were with somebody who is really into escape rooms.
Yeah.
So he
So it's
like
real intense.
dives. Yeah, but he's like
But they kind of
doing
know the tricks,
everything.
too,
Yeah.
Because there's some tricks that they're just they like we know Charles who owns them and he goes to other escape rooms and so these they're kind of like
There is
if
a
you've done a
little
few of them
method.
there's little things that you kind
Right.
of expect but if you've never been to them or you don't really know it's like what am I doing?
Well, the first time we actually tested his before he even opened.
Oh,
up.
cool.
And so that was really cool. And it was two of us and then Nicholas Montana, my son, and his girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
And we didn't make it out. But one
But
of
there
the
were some things that
there was a huge problem because something opened. Montana ended up opening this big case that wasn't supposed to open, and because she's down there and she's on the lap and she's like, "Give me 4 numbers," and Nicholas just went like, 5762, and she goes, "Oh my God, that's it!" She opens it, and we're all excited, and then Charles just walks in and he goes, "Okay, nope, that wasn't supposed to happen." And we're like, "What?" He goes, "Forget that happened." Shuts it down. He's like, "Now keep going," and he walks out. We're all, "Oh."
Could you do an escape room solo? Is it possible?
I think you could. I just think they don't unless you like booked out all.
Well,
this-
they.
I mean, do you need all the hands, the manpower to like search the room, or could
Yeah.
you do
in
it solo?
Beaverton, and we ended up. There was another huge group that we tagged along with, and this one was a zombie one. And it was really cool
Okay.
because you go into the mad scientist
In
room.
Beaverton?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and right by Portland. And we're going to the clues, doing this and that, and then
I might
all
look
of a
that up.
sudden, out of the middle of nowhere, this zombie came out of this door, and you thought he was going to come out of.
Yeah.
There was a door that was
good.
padlocked.
Came out of a closet.
It came out of this other door, and it was chained. And so he's real short when he first comes out, and of course we all, literally shit our pants. And then
Literally?
I did.
then he can, like every 2 minutes or something, his chain gets longer. And
Wow.
So then you're
Yeah.
trying
If you get
to,
tagged, you're
you're
out.
stressed to, get it done in time, and then you have this zombie guy. which
That sounds like so much fun.
it was
was a lot of
so fun, and the guys we were with were hysterical. They were so funny.
Yeah.
They,
See, one of my favorite things I've done so far was Meow Wolf in Santa Fe,
okay,
which is this art museum,
okay.
but there's a story in it. So if you like search, you look, you pay attention to details, you can construct the story that runs through all the art exhibits. And I was wearing Batman gear that day, like my Batman baseball jersey.
Right.
I just enjoyed so much playing detective. So,
Oh, then you-
and the day before that, I was in Carlsbad Caverns. So I had 2 straight days where I was Batman. That's so
funny.
stupid. But I think it'd be fun to do an escape room in that same mindset, to play
Definitely.
detective and put
Yeah.
it all together.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't think any of ours have really had a storyline. Edgar Allan Poe kind of did.
That's
Not
here.
really. The zombie one kind of did, but really more of just like a setup. I don't think the clues really.
Well, it depends on
They're kind of
where
big.
you go, because there were 2 people in that room that were working the room, so they were also guiding us a little bit.
Okay.
Charles, like, they throw you in the room, it's like, good luck. You know,
Kind of beside the guys.
yeah, so that's its own thing, but
I saw a Jack the Ripper room in LA where the guy outside has like a microphone so he can talk to people inside.
right.
And then I watched one that one of the Russo brothers had several of the Avengers cast members do, and it was Avengers based.
Oh,
That's
did they
cool.
escape?
They did, but they had a lot of clues.
A lot of help.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was cool.
So, and you said you're going to Seattle, right?
Yeah,
You need to go to the Rock and Roll Museum.
Yeah, the EMP.
That was one of my favorite things up there.
Rock and Roll Museum
Oh, and the
EMP.
5 Point Cafe.
Yes.
Again, bars.
Get the cheese curds.
It's the oldest bar in Seattle.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's right next to the
It's
needle.
Space Needle.
I know I'm going to the Space Needle. I'm supposed to have dinner at the Space Needle. Planning on doing that.
It's nice.
I'm gonna
5 Point
try.
Cafe is
Yeah.
Is the 5 Point Cafe up on the Space Needle?
No, it's
No.
down the ground.
But you can just run in and like grab a drink and get
Yeah.
the cheese curds.
Cheese curds.
Because I don't know if you heard
The
of
cheese what?
cheese curds.
Deep fried cheese.
Deep fried cheese curds.
Curds made of what? And how are they prepared? All right, cool. So Google stuff to do where I am, escape rooms, city solve,
Yes. And baseball games.
and bars and baseball games.
Bars, yeah.
And I'll have to come back to the video for the recommendations in Seattle.
Yeah, 5 Point Cafe. Do the underground tour.
Yes.
Look for, if they have, I would say look for like weird tours. Like
Oh, there was
the
see
underground
if
in Seattle.
or if they have a haunted tour,
Haunted
Okay.
tours,
because
yeah.
those can be really fun. Just don't
Yeah.
do that in Nevada.
Somebody-
in Nevada City.
Do it in Nevada City.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Sounds like there's a story there too.
Oh,
it starts with a 45-minute prequel of sitting around listening to a man talk.
but he's not even
But
telling
it's
you
not
anything
even
that's
coherent.
haunted or any ghost stories.
Sorry, Nevada City.
Just talking.
These guys are really down on Nevada.
No, that's California.
It is California.
That's Northern
Oh,
California.
Nevada City is in California.
Yes.
The city is great.
Okay.
Or the town
Yes.
is great, but
It's
the
amazing.
haunted tour
The haunted tour's not.
it's not what it used to be.
I'll keep that in mind if I'm ever in Nevada City.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, haunted tours because you can get like a little bit of the history of the town. There's a guy who does one locally that we ran into.
Right.
And like weird things, like we did a steampunk ball here, and so you just run into like crazy, not crazy, kooky people, but people like us. Yeah, and like
I just noticed your socks.
yeah, Batman.
Oh yeah.
Good call. Today I'm wearing Captain
Oh, you
America.
got the Captain
Oh
America.
wow.
Nice.
I didn't know you guys like
Not only that, but
Important.
I don't have a good way to show
Oh, is that
Uh huh.
it.
Captain
Yeah,
America?
little cap.
Yep.
Awesome Captain America. That's a weird shot.
Is it like a rash guard?
It's a compression shirt.
Compression shirt. Yeah.
Nice.
I just felt like wearing it today.
I need to get one of those. It's awesome.
Anything else you'd like to add before we close it out?
Ooh. I think
Yeah,
that's
just look for
it.
weird stuff. Yeah.
And if you like bicycle riding, that's fun too. Just grabbing a bike and tootling around.
I do like bicycle riding, but I'm like 300 pounds, and so it's hard to find a bike that'll support me properly without being like a beach cruiser. Yeah.
Look for weird stuff. Weird tours.
Cool. Like the Breaking Bad tour and the
Exactly.
Area 51 tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the place that you didn't go to when you were in Tombstone. The birdcage.
The Birdcage.
That has to be on your list at some point when you get back there.
Well, see, the thing is, everywhere I go, there's stuff I didn't have time to do. And a lot of places that I want to go back to and do stuff that I may have skipped. So there's
You need to.
a new list.
And did you go to the cemetery?
In Tombstone? I thought about it, and I decided not to. But I walked the length of the street.
Well, we like to find creepy graveyards too and
Yeah.
check those out. I know, because we're super morbid.
Nice. Super morbid. All right. I think it's time to hit the sack.
All right. Bye.
Say goodnight, Suzanne and Casey.
Good
Good
night.
night.